the Chicago Bears, taking on the Green.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their left-handed quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on first down is Manning. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down, Manning. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a third down and 3. Throwing is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Manning. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Manning now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now Manning. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Manning. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's got it down to the 28. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Now Lawrence on first down. Steps away to his left. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Running right, here's Falk. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Another run here with Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Manning. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. From the gun, it's Manning. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On on 2nd and 11 now. Manning, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Manning to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Manning. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, Sanders now to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Trevor Lawrence and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he got off to the hot start with a touchdown pass on the opening drive, but it's been interception on the 2 drives since as they start again here 1st down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll roll him out right.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Manning. It's caught. Smith.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw, it's Manning. It's hauled in by Hardy.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the ball comes loose, and the Packers pick it up.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
McPherson on for the point after.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Michael Pittman.
53 yards. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Being chased out left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
75 yards.
And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
The connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Manning to throw once more.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime.
And we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agent.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Falk. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They run again with Jackson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 14. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bears will get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning. And his pass incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down.
Throwing is Manning on third down, and that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Manning going to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. On the draw, here's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Manning.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. Sanders has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Manning now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On the slant, he's got Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Manning now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Deontay Hardy.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they could somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Now a give inside for Fall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Bears will get the football back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Finding Pittman. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
One final try now from Manning.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay,
they finished the regular season with another win, their 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bears,
Now they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
and with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team